Hey guys, it's James here. I'm currently in Bangkok, Thailand, and yeah, I just want to give you all a little update of what I've been up to in September. So, after wrapping up our surf outreach in Bali, Indonesia, I went to South Korea for 4 days, and during this time, I was able to visit YWAM Worship Korea and attend their weekly Tuesday worship meeting. So this was an incredible worship meeting. I've never seen anything like it in my life before. Just the atmosphere and just the total spirit of worship is just so present. It's just so real. And I think, the way I've been describing it to people is just like the air in the room is just thick. It's just very thick, like full of just the Holy Spirit. You can just absolutely touch it and feel it. It's so real. So I'll put in a little clip of what it looks like on the night so that you guys can experience it too. After Korea, I went over to Taiwan. And Taiwan was honestly where I really felt the hand of God directing me and setting things up for me. And it was just really fun to travel like that. So I had the contacts of two of the leaders in YWAM Yilan, which is on the northeast corner of Taiwan, before I went to Taiwan. But other than that, I really didn't have much planned. So as soon as I got to Taiwan, I got in touch with the guys at YWAM Yilan. I went out there to see them, and that was awesome. And like literally from that day, everything was set up for me for the next 2 weeks in Taiwan. They introduced me to other YWAM bases and ministry partners all around Taiwan, and I was able to get in contact with them, and literally I was able to witness ministry throughout Taiwan from that first day, that initial encounter with the YWAM Yilan guys. So on this first day, I went out to see them in Yilan, and we had a beautiful lunch together, and it was just great because this is the first time in my life where I was able to talk about Jesus and share my testimony and my walk with God in my mother tongue, Chinese. So yeah, that was just really special, and it's just something that I felt, yeah, was just very close to my heart. And yeah, and just seeing, hearing the stories from these guys as well, of ministry, of what they've been doing all these years, and how Jesus has been present in Taiwan this entire time and absolutely touching people's hearts. Like, that was a special moment for me. And the coolest thing is, the guys in Yilan are also surfers too. So the Christian community and the surf community are very much interlocked. A lot of the members of the surf community are also Christians in Yilan, so they're absolutely using that as a way to connect with people. They're also building many relationships with local churches. A unity is just so present in the Yilan area, and it's just really, really touching to see. So from Yilan and the connections there, I was introduced to YWAM Taidong, and Taidong is a city on the east coast of Taiwan. So I traveled down there and met the teams, and again, it was just absolutely incredible to simply be able to witness what they're doing. I was able to hang out with the YWAM Taidong team, and yeah, again, just to hear what's on their heart and hear what God's been doing in the area. And there's so much church planting activity going on and community engagement. They're really well connected with the community, and just this heart that they have as well, just simply to serve. It was just awesome to see. From Taidong, I traveled back to Taipei, and on the way stopped over at Hualien and visited Taroko Gorge, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's this national park with just mountains and water everywhere. It was just so beautiful. And also Jiufen, which is this historic town up in the mountains with all these red lanterns. Yeah, it was just so beautiful. And in Taipei, I was also able to visit the YWAM Taipei head office, where the guys over there were able to introduce me to just all the ministries spread across Taiwan. And it was awesome to just hear the heart and the vision of YWAM in Taiwan, that, there's a recognition that Taiwan is the stepping stone and also a launching pad for not just missions, but Christianity in Asia, and specifically the Southeast Asia region, in that it acts as a bridge between the East and the West. So I just want to thank all the YWAM teams and churches in Taiwan for hosting me this time. It's just been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for having me and just, yeah, showing me all the beautiful work that the Lord's doing through you guys and for Taiwan and the world. After Taiwan, I traveled to Cambodia, and the first stop was Phnom Penh. Here, I was traveling with Campus Crusade for Christ, and just want to give a huge shout out to Ange and Sakal, who have hosted me during this time. I was introduced to the team as well as the ministries that they're involved in, and also had the privilege of attending one of the coffee talks, which is a ministry with the local university students, where the students will gather together and just share experiences in their spiritual walks and professional aspirations. And yeah, the Campus Crusade team asked me to give the students a little presentation in teaching them how to do effective, professional presentations. And that was just really cool to be able to help out in that way. And also afterwards, we shared our testimonies, and it was just a beautiful time just hearing all of these incredible stories. And another big focus of Campus Crusade's ministry is reaching out to professionals. I was able to connect with many professionals who are absolutely using their God-given gifts and talents to serve the kingdom through their careers. We had professionals in the fields of education, engineering, finance, and IT. And yeah, again, just to be able to hear their stories and how they're actively serving God every single day through their work was just super inspiring. After Phnom Penh, we traveled to Battambang and met up with the local YWAM base. And this was just honestly mind-blowing. Like just the scale of this base. It was just incredible. I'll put some pictures here so that you guys can see it. And to be able to hear the story behind this base as well from the base leader was awesome. So this base, the land that it was on, was originally just like farmland, and it always would get flooded, and the roads and infrastructure going into that place were basically non-existent. Yeah, and just after lots of prayer, just decided to go for it and just start cultivating this land. So it was a process of establishing the infrastructure, and then once the ground was properly cultivated, to then build the base, obviously, and everything that went along with it. And the most beautiful thing is, once this project was complete, it actually drew so much attention from the surrounding neighbors, and everyone basically wanted to move to this area. So yeah, this really just, for me, this exemplified of what's possible when we act in obedience. And God doesn't just bless the ministry, because he absolutely wants to bless the community and just bring people together and draw people to him. And that's exactly what this base did. A big part of YWAM Battambang's ministry is education. They're providing quality Christian education that is recognized and very much sought after as well by the entire community, in the quality of the education that they provide. After Battambang, I traveled to Siem Reap and Poi Phet to visit the YWAM teams there. So in Siem Reap, again, this was mind-blowing to see, because this is a new base that was launched out of the Poi Phet base. And in the span of 2 months, they were able to refurbish this property and just make it look absolutely beautiful. And now they're ready to start discipleship training school starting from January next year. I was fortunate enough to be able to help the team out and just put together a little promotional video for the upcoming DTS. And I was also able to go out to Angkor Wat with the team at Siem Reap and just, really learn about Khmer history and understand the heart of the people. After Siem Reap, I went to Poi Phet and was staying with the YWAM base there. And yeah, it was just awesome to be able to help out with their ministries, in particular the YDC, or the Youth Development Center, where they're providing free English classes to people of all skill levels. And here's a little snippet of an English class that the team and I put together. Chunip Sur, Kyum Chumor, Teacher James. And today we'll be learning about formal and informal English. Informal, we say ask. Formal, we say inquire. So that's what I've been up to in September. And just want to thank you all for your generous support. So stay tuned. I'll give you guys an update in the next month. Bye.